Alright, so welcome back and let's get started with the second pattern piece. We already drew the hip band. Now what we want to do is do the same for the crotch pattern piece. So what I'm doing now is, first of all, I'm going to select new pattern piece, and then I'm going to name it Panty Crotch. Okay. And then it's going to jump to this point B, which is actually next to my first pattern piece. I'm just gonna move it down here. So now that we have our new starting point B, let's look again at the schematic. I'm going to start with the left side. I'm gonna draw 11 centimeter long line starting at point B. So it's 270 degrees and 11 centimeters. Okay. So now that we have this line, I'll continue by drawing the parallel line, which is 18.3 centimeters apart. Taking the orthogonal tool again, 18.3, apply, okay. And then do the same as before. We want to draw a rectangle. This one should be 11. And then we can draw a line between these two. Now, what I'm going to do now is select this tool and draw a point at distance along this line, because this line should actually only be 4 centimeters long. And this means that we have to subtract 4 centimeters from 11 centimeters, leaving us with 7 centimeters. So 3.5 centimeters on each side. So we want to select this line and 3.5. Apply. It's gonna be here. Okay. And the same thing again for the other direction. 3.5. Apply here. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if we have to draw a line between these two. I'm just gonna do it. Here we have this line. Because now we have B5 and B4. Line between these 2 points. Okay. So now we get to the fun part, because we're going to draw a curve. 2 curves actually. And for that I'm switching to the curve tool, and we have several tools here. We have the simple curve, or segmenting a simple curve. Curve tool, which uses point as control handle. A curved path, segment, a curved path, and so on. So I'm just gonna try the first one, simple curve, and see how it turns out. B to B5. Now we can drag and drop this one. And as I drag it, I can see these 2 points here. And I can use this to flatten out the edges. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just going to approximately shape it, and then I'm going to take some measurements. For example, right here, I know the thinnest part should be 3 centimeters. And I know that the curved edge should be 19.3 centimeters. So I can right click and see length 3.9. Okay, that's interesting. I thought we could see the length of the curve, but we can't. Okay, let's just try to do the second curve. This one. Drag it up. Drag it up. Smooth it out. I'm sure there's better ways to do this. Like, for example, it would be nice if we could mirror this, because it should be the same on each side. So yeah, maybe this is not the best way, but we're still learning. So if you know a better way to do this, just feel free to write it in the comments. So for me, this is fine. I think this is fine. Yeah. Okay, so this is actually it. For the next step, we could go to the details. Oh, and for that we need to create a workpiece. So let's switch back to the panty hip pattern piece and start with the details mode in the next video.